What's up, everyone? My name is Alex, and I use he, him, his pronouns, or AMR's pronouns. I'm beginning to think that my intro is a little long. I'm not sure what to do about that. Maybe I should just change my little sign in the back. I can't even point to it. Maybe I should change that to be where I keep the pronouns, but I kind of like my full name being on display. I picked that name myself. Why not just put it in the background? But obviously this is a bit of a different video. I like doing this filler content just because people deserve to see me outside of the identity talk stuff. But I have this book. I have this journal thing. Let me fix my mic. So I have this little gender notebook or gender journal. I'm not sure what it is. But gender ramblings. I've actually shown this off before, but the cover has more stuff on it now. Because I like to doodle. This is really just like it's literally gender ramblings. Like, I think of gender stuff and I just put it in here all willy-nilly. But I wanted to talk about some of my favorite pronoun sets. Just because it's in here. I think at some point I also want to talk about my gender hoard. That's the collecting gender labels. I think that would also be an interesting video, but where is this? I have no idea where I put this. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so I wanted to talk about just pronouns I thought were interesting, but I wanted to use this as a way to show off the pronoun flags that I've made for these pronoun sets. I've made flags for pronouns. It was something I was doing on Tumblr for a very long time, or at least it feels like it. I have a very extensive portfolio of flags, 700 plus flags, almost 200 of them being pronoun flags, which is nice. It's really cool, but I need a place to show them off. More places to show them off. So I have a list of just pronouns I think are nifty, and I'll show you over here the flags that I've made for them, and I'll have them typed up on screen as well. AMR's, himself, obviously. Personal favorite. Adjacent to they, them, but without the TH. I kind of like them. They're soft. I like the spelling. The spelling is simple. I like the monosyllabic form of them. I mean, himself isn't monosyllabic, but you know what I mean. Like, it's just like, just a simple sounding set of pronouns. Similar to those, nay, nem, ner, nem, self. Those are, it's they, them, but it's with an N instead of a TH. Those, same reason. They're spelled like AMR's pronouns, so I like them. I like the spelling of them. Nay, nim, niz, nim, self. I like that they're spelled kind of like nymph. Nim is like NYM. I like interesting spelling for pronouns. I like the Y. I like Y and EI in like the way that pronouns are spelled. I like that. So those are cool. They're kind of similar to he, him, his pronouns, just spelled like kind of like a foresty kind of spelling. Like, it reminds me of the forest. It reminds me of like forest nymphs or like forest spirits, but they're spelled like, or they're pronounced like he, him, his, which I like. Similar to that, where am I on this list? Nay, nim, near, nim, self. Same thing, but the possessive niz has become near. Kind of the same thing, but I like that like IR sound. It reminds me of Z here pronouns. This spelling here, he, him, his, himself. It is, it's basically just he, him pronouns, just spelled with a Y instead of an I. I like that a lot. I like the Y. I like the spelling. I like that it's he, him, but with a little bit of spice added. Heirs, air, self. These ones, another like very soft spelling. Reminds me of air, reminds me of wind. something light, something fluffy. I don't know, like clouds. That's what it makes me think of. My flag, I used very light colors for them. This one's kind of a classic set here. See, hear, hears, hear self. I believe they're based on German pronouns. I don't know a lot about them, but I like see, hear. I like that very unique. Just there's a difference between like the different forms of it, I guess. Like it's interesting, I guess, and I like the spelling of it. I have the flag here. They, their, theirs, their self. It's basically airs, but combined with they, them pronouns. I like the spelling. I like how soft they sound. Hey, hem, hair, himself. These are basically a mix of he, him, and they, them. With a little bit of a twist. There's also she, shem, share pronouns. Kind of the same idea, where they're kind of adjacent to he, him, or she, her pronouns, just with a bit of a spelling difference to kind of differentiate them. This one way at the bottom, thun, thuns, thunself. It's weird to sound it out in that way, but thun is a combination of that and one, like that one, that person, completely ungendered pronouns, and they're very unique in that it's just like it's the mix of that and one being used shorthand as a pronoun, and I think that's really cool. These I think were coined in like the 1880s. I think it was one of the first neo-pronouns to ever be coined as like something outside of he, she, they, it, that could denote like just no gender at all, like unknown, like just all encompassing, like just referring to any person at all. They have quite a history, and I guess I used kind of unique colors for the flag, just to get it to stand out a little bit. A lot of my pronoun flags that are like that one or other self or thun self, I've used a lot of like kind of hazy grayish colors. I took like purple and made it like a grayer color, just to denote that like it's not that it's nebulous, it's just unknown. There's an unknown aspect. Like you just don't know the gender of the person when you're referring to anybody with these pronouns. Fae, fair, fairs, fair self, based on fae, like fairies. These ones have been around for quite a while. One of the first sets of noun self pronouns that, like, I mean, in general, but also one of the first that I had heard of. But these ones, they also kind of sound a bit like air pronouns, kind of soft. I tried to use like colors to show like magic and like foresty feeling when I did the flag for these. I guess it's kind of it. I just wanted to show off some flags for pronouns that I thought were very interesting. I know that there's more pronouns out there that I like. I just can't think of anything off the top of my head. But I do like what I have on this list. I wanted to go over specifically favorite pronouns, or at least like pronouns I think are interesting, pronouns where I really like the spelling. And also, let's take it back to the AMR's pronouns. I want to go back to like pronouns that begin with the letter E. I need to open something up on my computer. Sorry for turning so weirdly. But I wanted to just kind of show off like similar sounding pronouns, but with different spellings and how I make the flags differently. I've got AMAs, which still uses like the blues and the greens that AMRs uses, but just slight color difference because of that different spelling. Airs. This one, I mean, this one's probably the most different out of the similarly spelled sets. I used the purple, gray, yellow. I don't remember why I did that, because usually everything that starts with E, I've used blue, blue or green. Like that's like I try to have like some kind of defining feature of separate pronoun sets that are spelled similarly. AMers. Still with the blue and green, but I added the red. I don't think I use red enough in my pronoun flags, but it's also just in graphic design, it's hard to find a use for red that doesn't look weird. So I'm very conservative with the usage of red in my flags. AM is, you can compare AMers to AM is, just like the way that the like colors slightly change because of the slight change in spelling. What else do I have here? Nope, I've got the AM errors. That also encompasses A as in EY and A as in just the letter E. It's the same flag. If something is spelled so similarly like that, I will end up using like the same flag. I've got a cat meowing at my door. So I guess that's it. I just wanted to talk about pronouns. I guess it's like a special interest of mine. I love talking about pronouns. I like making pronoun flags, and I like the concept of pronouns. I like learning about the history of neopronouns, people coining new pronouns to encompass different just personhood experiences. I don't want to say gender experiences because pronouns don't equal gender. For some people, that might be untrue, but in general, it's just a way to refer to a person. So I like seeing the different ways you can refer to a person, different ways people have come up with referencing someone in the third person. So love pronouns. I have specific favorites, and I'll probably expand on this list. Maybe I'll go back to it. Maybe I'll talk more about pronouns, but I'm not sure what else I could talk about other than just flags I've made and my personal favorite pronouns. I don't know what else I can mention in videos, but I guess that's about it for this video. And yeah, actually, I don't usually do questions, but let me know what your pronouns are, or like what specific favorite pronouns you have. Because I know some people have like favorite pronouns that like they wish they could use but they don't want to use or can't use, or favorite pronouns just because they like pronouns in general. Some people hoard pronouns, some people don't use pronouns. I mean, I guess that just depends on the person. It's about as unique an experience as gender is. So I'd love to hear it. Just tell me what you think, and I am signing off for now. See you later.